Recently, there was a submission to the Android developer subreddit detailing how spammy apps were being installed on devices using advertisements. And this was happening even when the user dismissed and exited out of the ad itself. So in today's video, I want to show you how to search and detect if this application is installed on your device. And if it is, then I want to provide a couple of methods that you can use to either uninstall that application or disable it. I'll be including a link to the original submission in the video description below. But it all started when somebody tapped on an X that a mobile ad was shown. And when they exited out of that ad, the person claims the application itself was installed on their device without their consent. So there was a bit of research that went into this incident when it was first discovered. And you can see that there are many reviews from people who are claiming this application was installed on their device without their consent. After some discussion with an ad provider, these people were able to find that the application responsible for all of this was the DSP Digital Turbine app. And this is something that I've heard of in the past. I've heard of Digital Turbine in the past when I used to buy phones directly from wireless carriers. At the time, they were shown to pre-install applications right whenever the phone was set up as you were activating Android. But now it seems that they have found a way to install these apps through advertisements. So with the DSP Digital Turbine program, who was recently acquired, it looks like they are putting a lot of effort into not only paying wireless carriers to install this piece of adware on your phone, but in some instances they're showing up on devices that are directly sold by the OEM. So the first thing that we need to do is check and see if this app is installed on your phone. Now, sadly, we cannot simply look through all of our app icons to see if the application is there. It does not work like that. It does not have an associated application icon. So instead, we're going to need to use a package name application that I have downloaded from the Play Store, and I'll be linking to this app in the video description as well. There are a number of package name applications in the Play Store. You can probably download any of them. Almost all of them are free. So grab one of these package name applications and install it to your device. Once this application is installed and it opens up, it's going to generate a list of all of the applications that are installed on this device. As you can see, it goes beyond applications, beyond the standard applications, and is also going to include system apps as well. So when doing my own research into this issue, I was able to find 3 different package names that were associated with this Digital Turbine application, but there could be dozens or even hundreds more. These companies are able to not only change the package name for each phone, but they can also change the package name for each over-the-air update as well. So if you know of a package name that is associated with the Digital Turbine application, then please share it with us using the comment section below. So one of the package names that I have found associated with the Digital Turbine app, the package name is COM com.dti.att. And as you can guess, that package name is associated with the at&t variant of the Digital Turbine application. So if you have an at&t device, then it's likely you can just go in here and search for DTI. And if you see the com.dti.att package name there, then it is likely that you have this application installed on your device. Now again, I'm also seeing a similar package name for Samsung specific devices, but this package name is com.dti.samsung. So you can see the similarities there. But again, we would just have to search DTI in order to find out if that application is installed on our device. Now the third one I was able to find was com.logia.deck. So I'll be including this package name in the video description as well, so that you can search for any of this part. You can, since the Logia name is very common between both of those, you can just search for LOGIA to find out if that package name shows up as well. Now again, there could be many other package names associated with the Digital Turbine app. Be sure to check the video description below and the comments to see if anybody else in the community has discovered a new application package name for the Digital Turbine app. Now, if you have discovered this Digital Turbine application on your device, you have one of two options of getting rid of it. If you have root access, then you can use an application like SDMade and just uninstall and delete the application entirely. Since these apps are pre-installed and are considered system apps, also considered bloatware, you need to have root access if you want to remove them entirely from your device, meaning you will need to have root if you want to delete that application. Not everyone has root access, and thankfully we can uninstall these apps with ADB. Now I've already shown how to do this on some older Android devices. You can see in this video right here, I was using the Galaxy S20 series, and it does not require root access, but it does require you have ADB and fastboot tools installed on your computer. And then you're going to need a PC so that you can connect the phone to the PC and execute some ADB commands. So if you have this app on your device and you do not have root access, then you can remove the Digital Turbine piece of adware using this method. And again, I'll be linking to this video in the description below so that you can watch the exact step-by-step process to get rid of that app on your device.